Hi guys! Today we're gonna design a custom stamp from scratch and actually 3D print it. First, we're gonna start a new project by creating a new sketch. And then click XY plane, which is gonna be the base. For the first stamp, we're gonna make a circle. And we can edit the size later. Click on the radius dimension tool and set it to whatever size you want. For me, I'll go with 17.5. Now you can see it's fully constrained and you can go close. Once you're in the part design workbench, go ahead and click the pad icon and adjust the length to create the base for the stamp. And then switch over to draft workbench and we're gonna add some text. Over here, you're gonna see a shape from text icon. Just click that and type in whatever text you want. And you can pick whatever font you like. I'm just gonna go with Impact because it's quite simple. Before I go ahead and create it, let me just match the height, which was 15. And in the bottom left corner, you will see the placement value under the data tab. And you can move the text exactly where you want it. For example, you can place it right here in the middle, or if you want to add another text underneath, just repeat the previous step one more time. Hoping that 2026 brings out the best for everyone. And let's go ahead and create it. And of course, I need to center align this text too. But for this tutorial, I'm just gonna focus on one word and I'll show you how it goes. You can also scale the size up to 10mm and move the text to the center. If it's just stuck like this, I just hit the reset button and realign it. Next, we're gonna switch from draft to part. Click on the text and extrude it to give it a 3D dimension. Over here, 1mm should be enough. Now it looks great, but you might notice there's one issue. Since it's a stamp, if you stamp it directly here, the letters will come out backward. So I have to flip the text, and that's what we're gonna do right now. Before doing that, let me switch the view to wireframe. My background here is dark, so nothing is really showing up. So let's click on the text and move it all the way down below the cylinder. Considering it's at the top, enter a negative value for the height to reset it to the origin. So again, when we go back to the original view, the text is reversed. We're gonna work on the 3D effect later, so let's move on to the next step for now. So let me switch over to the part design and start a new sketch. To create the border of the stamp, let's draw another circle inside. Moving on to the radius dimension tool and set it to 16.5. Now I can close. So what we're gonna do here, click the pocket icon and set the depth to 1mm. And just like that, the stamp shape is complete. And let's add a handle to make it easy to grip. Create a new sketch and this time select the XZ plane. Over here, I'll switch back to wireframe mode to continue working. Click this line icon. I'm gonna create the lines one by one and set their lengths. Just be careful during this process because if the line isn't perfectly straight or the points are not connected, and there'll be a high chance that it will not become fully constrained. In that case, you might have to figure out the cause of the issue or just start over. I'm gonna make sure to set the total length as well. So after drawing all these lines, click arc from 3 points to create the curve. Set the radius dimension for this line too, and it will become fully constrained. Alright, then we can close. And then go ahead and click the revolve icon at the top to spin this flat shape into a 3D model. I forgot to switch back to the view, and you will see your completed stamp. For a bit more detail, click this line and use fillet to smooth it out. So basically there's no exact answer because it's gonna be your own custom model. Just tweak the settings a bit and adjust it however you like. I'm gonna go over here and change the setting too. So here we go, it's finally done. To get it ready for printing, just switch over to the part workbench, select both files, and click Union to merge them into a single piece. Export this file as a 3mm format, and you're all good. So we just made a round stamp, but a square stamp is pretty much the same. Click a new sketch, and select the XY plane. I'm gonna make a rectangle, setting the lengths one by one while fully constraining it. I'm pretty sure there's a quicker and easier way to make a square, but doing it step by step while everything is fully constrained feels easier for me. Let me know in the comments if you know a better way. Okay, now everything is good, we can just close. In the part design workbench, click the pad icon to give the rectangle a 3D depth. Next, we're gonna switch over to the draft workbench to create some text. And over here, click this S icon and type whatever you want. You can choose the font, increase the size, match with the height, and we're good. And then you can move the text to the center. It's good, but I like to scale it down just a little bit. Back to the center. Alright, again switch from the draft to the part workbench, click on the text and use extrude on it. Set to 1mm and hit OK. Switch to wireframe mode and move the text downward. After going back to the original view, we're gonna go to the part design workbench and create a new sketch. So over here, create an inner rectangle using lines just like we did with the first one. So while making it, if it doesn't become a straight line and isn't fully constrained, you can use a tool to make it straight like this. So everything is good, we can just close. So go to the pocket icon, set it to 1mm, and you will get a 3D stamp like this. Next, we'll create a new sketch to make the handle. Choose the XZ plane. So just like the first stamp, let's create a basic shape with straight lines and design a comfortable handle using curves. Since the dimensions are rough estimates, feel free to use them as a reference, or you can set your own lengths however you like. After making sure everything is fully constrained, we can just close. And click the revolve icon to turn the handle into a 3D dimension. Back to the original view, and everything looks great. Plus, click this line and use the fillet tool to completely round off this top part. Now that it's finished, go to the part workbench, select both models, and click Union to combine them. Now all that's left is to export file and print it. Before printing, I wanted to see which way works better, so I did a test print, one as a whole piece, and the other with the handle separated so the text can face up. Just as expected, this part came out super clean. The other part shows some layer lines from bridging, but it still works fine as a stamp. Alright, now I'm gonna print both stamps at the same time. It's gonna take less than an hour. I have a little confession to make. I actually don't have any stamp ink, so I'm gonna test it with acrylic paint. Please bear with me if it looks a little messy.